It's sticky, it's white, and it gets everywhere when you spray it. What's up, guys? I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about my altering of plans with the studio. As you can see, it's still not done. I still have a lot of foam to put up. It's over there in a big pile. I've started putting up the foam. I posted this picture on Instagram. Oh look, a square's missing. That's part of what this video is about. I posted a picture of it on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on there. It's at Stenosis Music. I post updates on there that are windows, behind the scenes of these videos. So don't forget to go there, check it out, and if you like it, hit the subscribe, follow, hit that button where you see the things that I post. Hit that one. I was putting up these foam studio acoustic words. I have a problem with words. I was putting those things up, and I was thinking, how am I going to do it? I made a video talking about the different options of putting up acoustic treatment. You could do it with a nail gun, you could do it, I was thinking with a staple gun, but this is 2-inch foam, it's 2 inches thick. So if you do it with a staple gun, you have a piece right here. If you do it with a staple gun, instead of looking normal, it's hard to do with one hand. Instead of looking normal with its ridges, you'll get like gaps that are like this up here, and it'll just look like shit because the staple will be pushing on the foam inside and then it'll bend in. Anyway, I opted not to go with the staple gun. Actually, that's a lie. I did use a staple gun because I like staple guns. I was bam, 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 and I stapled the shit out of everything. And I tried that with the foam. Didn't work. Looked horrible. So, didn't do the staple gun. Tried the nail gun. Oh my god. Nail gun. Where did that thing go? Hopefully I took it outside and shot it. That thing was a piece of shit. I used the nail gun to hang up this stuff on the door because I'm going to cover the door in treatment. I'm standing on my microphone. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's down here. Yeah. I stood on my microphone and hit me in the back. It's uncomfortable. What I did here was I put up the acoustic treatment with the nail gun. That took forever because literally I was using a little brad nailer. This is the pile of nails that I went through that bent. Like I would freaking shoot the nail gun and it was just horrible. And it was literally probably once every 3 to 5 times would a nail actually go into the door. Horrible. Just bad. I was so pissed whenever I was doing it. Just not good. So then I said, you know what? Going with spray adhesive. I was done with it. Done playing around. Went and got me some cans of that. However, I should also point out, got me some regular cans. Come on, light. Where's it? This stuff. Got some cans of spray adhesive. I had already put this up with the nail gun. That will probably get taken off and put back on with the spray adhesive because this nail's just bad. Not good. Use a spray adhesive to put this up. See the square? There was one there at one point. That's the one I was showing you just a minute ago. It's here in my hand. It's not on the ceiling. Well, that doesn't seem quite right. That's because I came in here and a lot of these acoustic panels, well, not a lot of them, like 5 or 6 of them are giving me trouble of staying up on the ceiling. And that one fell down. I didn't want to put it back up. Somebody suggested in my other video these T-pins, and I researched those and I looked them up and actually watched a video on YouTube of a guy who used those T-pins to put up his acoustic panels. That's a great idea. So I went to Amazon, ordered me a pack of 100 of those, and those are going to be what I use to mount the ones to the ceiling so that they don't fall down. Also, interesting note, if you decide to do spray adhesive, which to me, I like to be a job well done. So it irritates me whenever I put something up and it's either loose or it's flimsy. It just doesn't sit well with me. That's why I'll probably replace these panels. Well, I won't replace them, but I'll take them off, put some spray adhesive on them, put them back on. Because this one, let's see, I have to go down, over, there it is, right there. That one I put on with spray adhesive because whenever I was putting the ones on the ceiling, I only had one left. OCD like a sumbitch, so I had to put it somewhere and not just have one panel floating around. I put that on, come on, over, that one. Put that on with spray adhesive, and the whole door will be covered. I'm going to cut panels in half because this gap right here, see if I'm pointing at it right, I don't really know. You know what, you can figure it out. That's exactly half as wide as one of these panels, so I'll cut the panels in half and be able to put those in that gap. But it's interesting to note, whenever I was using the spray adhesive, I got some of this stuff, go on, which if you know anything about construction, or if you're familiar with glue in any way, LOCTITE, that's a big name brand. That's a brand that a lot of people associate with quality, with reliability. So I got this can thinking, of course, you know, it's branded LOCTITE. That's good stuff. Gonna work really well. Pretty much rip the ceiling down if I ever try to take panels off. And it's multi-purpose adhesive spray, and let's see, repositionable, dries permanent. The repositionable part, not really a fan of that, but it says acid free and photo safe. Not hanging photos. Right here, focus. See where it says foam? Just rotate it a little more. Right here. See where it says foam? Figured that was good. Intended for foam. First word on there too, so you know it's got to be whiz bang. Interesting to note, I used that. Too far. I used the LOCTITE spray to hang the entire back row, and then maybe the entire second row. Yeah, the entire second row, and then 2 in the front. Oh, come on. My filming is horrible. So the first row, second row, and then the first 2, because I would do center left, center right, and then work out. That way it would all stay square and it wouldn't proud off one way. I did 2 full rows plus 2 panels with that LOCTITE stuff, and those are the only panels that are falling off. Those are the only panels that are giving me trouble. Thought that had one of those little ball things in it there for a moment. I thought that was really interesting, because the panels that are staying up there and felt really solid whenever I was putting them up, I used this stuff. And this is significantly cheaper than that LOCTITE crap. This is just a Home Depot brand multi-purpose spray adhesive. It says high performance, middleweight bonding, high initial bonding, wood, metal. There we go. Wood, metal, acrylic, foam, fabrics, polypropylene, and PVC. So foam isn't even the first word, it's the 4th word. And it was awesome. I'd spray it on there. I was spraying it in the kitchen. I didn't want to spray it here in the studio, because whenever anything that's an aerosol or you spray out of a can, of course what you're spraying is getting on your product, but then there's that cloud of crap that floats everywhere. I'd much rather that get on dishes and stuff than my guitars, because reasons. So I'd spray it in the kitchen, then I'd carry it in here, and I would stick it on the ceiling. And with that Home Depot stuff, it stuck really well, and it stuck firm and solid each time. I didn't have any trouble with it. I actually had to move really slowly when putting them up there, because if it touched the ceiling in the wrong spot, it was almost a little difficult to reposition. This LOCTITE stuff, yesterday, one of the panels fell off the ceiling, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to try something. So I sprayed a panel, and I sprayed the shit out of it too. Followed the directions just like it said, and I stuck it on the door. I was like, oh yeah, that's really good. And I let go, and it fell off immediately. So I don't know what the problem is with this stuff, but if you're hanging up foam or acoustic treatment in your studio and you want it to stay, I would probably not go with this. Go to Home Depot and get this stuff. It worked a lot better. So now I'm waiting for those T-pins to show up. They should be here Friday, I think is what it said. I don't know. Amazon says, hey, it'll be there this day. And then you're like, oh, it's this day. And they say, okay, well, it'll be there 3 days from then. Ordered 100 of those, and those are going to be what I use to help me mount the stuff to the ceiling, because I have this, which I wanted a solid, what would you call this, like solid piece platform. I wanted a rectangle above my head, so that whenever I'm mixing, I'm sitting there in the chair, I don't have any of those reflections hitting me off the ceiling. And there's a science behind all that. If you look at professional recording studios, and you're able to see the ceiling above the mixer, producer, musician, engineer, whatever, you'll notice that there is a very similar setup, whether it be sound absorbers similar to this, or the wood sound diffusers. There will be something above their head, because as you're sitting down, you're playing music behind you, because the speakers are in front of you. You're facing them, the music comes out of the speakers, and it comes back, hits the wall, but also, as it's coming back forward, it hits the ceiling, bounces down, and hits you in the ears. And it can cause your ears to hear frequencies that aren't there, and it can also cause some ear fatigue. So you're not getting the true definition, the true sound of what you're listening to. So it's good to set up something like that above your head. Help kill those reflections coming down from the ceiling directly above you. And then what I'll do is, I have that, and then after that I will just checker pattern the ceiling. So one every other, maybe one in front. Come on. Is that pointing right? I might put one here in front of this one, and then go at an angle, put one there, and then at an angle, put one there. And instead of being solid, it'll look like a chessboard on the ceiling. And then, of course, the wall is going to have a lot more treatment. A lot more. I mean, there's none on the walls right now, except for that. That's not even glued down. I just set those up there to see what it would look like. Up here at the top, I'm going to have to align them all in a row. Because what I wanted to do is this pattern, which I'm not sure if you can see. I'm wearing my sunglasses, so it's hard for me to see in the little window thing that shows me what I'm doing. Which is why whenever I look at the window and I'm moving my arm, I can't really figure it out. Because I'm looking here and my arm's over here and it's... whatever. I wanted to do this pattern where it's turned 90 degrees. It's good to do that. Oh, here we go. On the door is a lot better. So you can see the panels, like this one goes up and down, this one goes left and right, up and down, left and right. They're altered, every other one. It's good to do that because then you're diffusing the sound differently as it hits. Because if it's hitting... I mean, granted, foam will knock down a lot of the sound that's traveling, but if you have everything shaped exactly the same, then you can get some reflections coming off of that. If you alternate the pattern of your foam or your acoustic treatment, then you're a lot less likely to get those standing waves or get those bouncing waves in your room. But up here, right there, I'm going to have to put them all in a line, not alternating because they're pinching up against the ceiling from that board. And these panels, since they're pinching, and that board isn't exactly square, I did that on purpose because I like that rough look to it. But these panels, if you tried to stand them up like this, they would bend, and they're a lot more rigid this way, up and down, than they are this way. You can see I can curl this a lot easier because these pleats or grooves will roll in on each other, unlike this way where this is difficult. Unlike this way where it's a lot harder. See, it doesn't want to bend evenly like it does this way. So since they're being pinched up there, it's better to put it like this. It'll look more natural and you won't get, or I won't get, those wobbly lines in them if I tried to stand them up. But then the rest of them on the wall, if there's nothing impeding them, will be like this, where they're altered. Yeah, I was really surprised that the LOCTITE stuff turned out to be a bunch of crap. And that the cheaper Home Depot brand spray, which even comes in a bigger can, what is this? 13.5 ounces, and this stuff is 11 ounces. So the Home Depot can is bigger, cheaper, and better. I didn't see that one coming. So if you're gonna hang up your acoustic treatment, and also I'm not sponsored by Home Depot, that'd be cool. If you're Home Depot and you're watching this and you feel like you want to sponsor somebody, that's fine. Send me an email, we can talk. Anyway, there you go. That's good stuff. Like I said, those T-pins are going to be what I use to finish mounting the ones on the ceiling. I appreciate whoever suggested those. If you're watching this, thank you very much. Because I don't really want to be playing or mixing or something and have it raining foam. It's raining foam. Hallelujah. And that wouldn't be no hallelujah. It'd be, son of a bitch, it's raining foam. So that's a nice little trick. Oh, I'm not picking my nose. My nose itches under the mask. Oh, there we go. A lot more videos to come. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you next time. If you like what you see and you want to see more Stenosis stuff, hit the subscribe button. That'd make me feel good. Hit the like button. I appreciate whenever I see the videos go up in likes. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you next time.